Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast. With me, Matt. When I'm recording this, it's Christmas, so happy holidays to anyone who watches this when it comes out. Although it'll be arriving after Christmas, obviously. Anyway, welcome to Frontline 2 on the Eastern Front. Go for the players. What's the service today? We have Put without a commander. And we also have Orcon without a commander. Representing the Germans today, we have a Wehrmacht as Million, as Panzerdivision, and representing the Waffen-SS. We have basically Baal as Sturmtiger. And Frontline is a very cool looking trench-themed map. Although it looks like they should have swapped places because this side looks more concrete. This is probably the German side and this is the Soviet side normally. But I guess it'll work. You'll see this turns out after all. It's a very narrow map, so I'm expecting a lot of action. And all the munitions points are in the center. Yikes. So you're gonna have a lot of fighting over the center. There's also 5 victory points. 2 on either side and 1 in the center. This could really drastically change the tide of the battle if one side pushes through. Very intriguing map. You have some Frontaviki coming out here for the Soviets. Trying to get to the front line there. Looks like they also picked the command. I think that might be motorized. You know, that's motorized. Okay, and anything else from Orcon? He is rifle. Okay. This should be interesting. Not Waffen-SS. The Wehrmacht are slowly pushing out in the center to get some of the points. You do need to get those munitions points pretty quickly. Lots of force grenadiers and grenadiers coming out. So as managed to get to the central victory point. We do have a Kubelwagen and an MT-34 driving around. Be able to get some shots in on the conscripts. And stopping the conscripts from doing whatever they were doing. There's more Soviets get up to the front line here. Also, Germans moving on to the front line in this little muddy area. Looks like a horrible, horrible place to fight. So you need to capture their back lines quick. You need to get supplies coming in. That's very vital. There's another point here in the center. I guess it's just a few extra resources. Well, the Kubelwagen is causing issues here for the Soviets. Soviets did manage to get to a little bit of a cover location up here. But for how long will that save them is the question. Germans are going to secure the central victory point. They also still have to catch the one over here. So currently they are kind of tied. They're setting up the trenches here. I'm going to fire for with some pioneers inside this little wooden entrenchment. Wallonian assault infantry is coming up here. The Sturm Brigade trying to advance up, getting shot a little bit as they try to approach. But now they got a good angle on the Sabres. Remember, cover is directional. Ooh, Sabres have to pull back. Don't think they're gonna make it. Mthis getting up behind the destroyed tail of a plane, apparently. Looks like a bomber might have been flying overhead and bombing this place at some point. We have more Mthis coming up here, and they need to move quick though. It's also barbed wire right there. Lots of light cover in this area, but also more heavy cover back there. Mthis trying to get some shots in, but there's a lot of German rifles. And the Mthis slowly starting to take losses here, they have to pull back. Oh, there's also mines. So you spawn with mines protecting some parts of the map. That's a very unique setup for this map then. So they're trying to make a push down on the southern flank. And he's trying to get some shots in, but the Soviets are getting quite close. We do have an MG-42 trying to be pulled up here. But he needs to rush them quick. And he's moving to try and intercept. Soviets are suffering heavy losses up there. It's a lot of negative cover. So the Germans will hold the center for the moment. Oh, and our squad goes down. Not looking good for the Soviets yet. They have set up a maximum on the northern flank. But the Soviets need to push into the center. That is kind of the advantage of holding the center in this one, I'm imagining. You can just get the victory points that way. But both sides are going to have a lot of fuel to work with. Oh, Germans have not captured this point yet. I guess they are sending a pioneer over. No, a grenadier actually. Okay, well, the Soviets are still suffering losses out there in the open. Germans got a very good spot there in the center to work with. And now the Wehrmacht does have an MT-42 down here. So any push down here is going to be suicidal.
structures for use as command posts.
Of course, the Kugelwagen just driving around and holding the center here. Being a little bit of a nuisance to the Germans. And not the Germans, the Russians. MD is moving it down there. The Maxim's going to in a better spot. So the Germans are actually going to try and push through on the south here because there's nothing to stop them. We have some Belarusian irregulars called in here. Oh, intriguing. But the Germans are now inside the trenches. It's not looking good here for the Soviets. They need to act quick.
Yes, brother.
I'm not sure how useful the Belarusians will be, but we'll have to see. They do have the ability to sneak around. But I guess they're relying a lot more on the Belarusian irregulars now, so we'll see what happens with that. Oh, Bullwagen got cleared out there by the Maxim. Germans getting quite deep into the trench line. But you have to get all the way around here to get through. Ooh, that's painful.
Yes, brother.
I'm not confident that Belarusians in frontline combat will be as useful against the Germans as the Frontaviki will be. Guess we'll find out what their plan is.
Orders. What do you need? Squad standing by.
They are very stealthy. What is that? That's a path for the center here. Oh. Speaking. Probably ordered them to start sneaking, but the Germans are just slowly getting more and more ground. Portal, fight and sneak. Yeah, that's how you do it. I like to see that. So the Germans are quite fortified up here with Sturmtiger. He's not getting an MG42. Also HMG MG44. Keeping the Soviets on their low. Suppressing them constantly. A big push here from the Soviets. But the Germans are kind of entrenched, but they have to pull a little bit back there. They do have an MG42 here in forward of the Grenadiers. That's a lot of Belarusian irregulars, though. And I guess it is a lot of rifles. It is so far working out for them. You know, the other Belarusians are sneaking up bit by bit. How much can they actually see? They can actually see a fair bit. They need to get rid of those MG42s, though. They are really causing a problem. When they're gonna get spotted if they get onto that point. They'll decapture it, but the Germans will realize something is up. Like, the Germans probably already realized there's a hidden squad there. Yep, they're setting out the Valonians. Unfortunately, the Belarusians are not that good combat infantry, as you can tell. They are guerrilla troops. Oh, we have a armored car there with some Udon inside. Meanwhile, more Belarusians coming up behind. Now this could actually be a problem for the Germans. If the Serbs could just push through to that MG42 and clear it out. Oh, incendiary armor piercing bullets though. The Soviets really need to just assault the point. Udon also coming up. Lots of Frontaviki and lots of the Belarusians as well. They got close enough. MG42 has to pull back. Got some Panzer Grenadiers coming up behind us. Do their best to try and cover the retreat of the MG42. You do have a Panzer II command tank coming into the center here. Also cannon ripping into the armored car. And the Soviets are in full retreat again. And more Belarusians are dying. So the Soviets are trying to do another push out for the center here. They are playing as rifles, so they do get a lot of cheap conscripts to work with. Just trying to advance here. Man, the Maxim is trying to provide support fire, but the negative cover is just leading to the conscripts being mowed down.
More of our troops have been lost.
Oh, we have the Panzer Grenadiers now with an MG34 and Sturmgewehr soon. I guess the Wehrmacht still holds the center then fairly firmly. The Soviets need to do something else to push through. Mortars are starting to come up though. That's another wave of Soviets are preparing. Oh, that Sturmtiger now has double machine gun. Nice find. Will make it a very good fire support team. Mthis has suffered a lot of losses up here, actually.
HQ operations now underway.
More Frontline coming up there for cover. Although their sandbags are kind of denying most of it. Not the sandbags, the barbed wire. You can kind of feel that I am a little bit tired because I am still a little bit nervous and getting ready for Christmas after this recording. More Belarusians coming onto the fields. And also more Udon coming up behind. Well, actually coming in front. That's a bad idea with the Panther 2 command tank there. All kind of starts ripping into the Udon. E70 coming up to support though. Which does some decent frontal armor, so it has a good chance against the Panther 2. But if the Panther 2 penetrates, the T70 will be in trouble. But so far that's not happening. Oh, good Gewaltladung there. Ooh, so far the Panther 2 is being lucky. Here comes another wave of Soviets. Panzerfaust are not equipped yet. One penetrating shot did happen, 2 penetrating shots, so that's all it takes. But Soviets have managed to get to the central victory point. How long they'll be on it, that's the main question though. More Germans going around the flank here. So to take the point. As the Soviets are suffering heavy losses out here in the open. You have a Soviet sniper team as well. I think only Soviet rifle actually gets a sniper team. I guess Udon can too, if instead of a camp. But like rifle can just straight up call a sniper team in. Pretty potent team as well if they are in a good spot like this. Just providing support fire every now and then. Not having any luck hitting the targets though. So we have Lieutenant calling in an artillery strike. Germans are going for the point again. So we need to bring some more troops out to cover the line. And the snipers not really getting as many kills as I think they would get. Honestly, I would think the sniper team should be very efficient at killing that infantry. They're not really hitting all the time. More Sturmgrenadiers coming out here with double machine gun now. Snipers should probably consider pulling back, and indeed they are. Oh, they're still on the fire there. They have to just pull back. You don't want to lose the sniper team. Pretty expensive unit. Mthis now being used as an artillery piece. And in the south looks like the T-70 is still present. Although it's recoverable. We do have a Panzer 4 F1 coming up. Another push here from the Soviets. Belarusians and Serbs pushing ahead. That's negative cover. MG-42 sitting up. Oh, they were retreating immediately after the satchel charge is tossed. Makes sense. Mines being laid around the central victory point here. Germans so far doing a good job holding the front line. Although the Mthis has suffered heavy losses. Myanmar is doing pretty fine unit-wise. They've actually done a lot of damage to the Soviets down here. T-54 is arriving now. But the Soviets do their best to try and hold the trench line. That's being fired here from the Frontline. SVTs are being equipped. More Frontline pushing ahead. Into cover behind this damaged half-track. It's more Sturmgrenadiers. This is the same Sturmgrenadier with double machine gun. Pick up cover behind the destroyed T-45. Targeting down the Frontline as they try to approach. T-54 having a firefight with the Panzer 4. I think the T-54 wins against an F1 generally at range. But stranger things have happened. Panzer 4 can still do some decent damage if it can hit it. Never mind. T-54 hits. Panzer Force is stuck. Gets cleared out. Now the Soviets have the tank advantage here. I suppose we pins down the Grenadiers. And more Fonzwiki get up to the front line here to start hitting them with rifle fire. Lots of rifles. Another Belarusian squad preparing to push up here. Udon also supporting. The Udon is actually going to take up spots in the trench. No, never mind. So the Soviets are pressuring the central victory point. The Mthis has been forced to pull back. You also got an SS sniper here. Unique to Sturm, I think. A single sniper. Very good at what he does, I think. Never seen him that much in action, though. Generally, sniper's not that used to the Spearhead 9 side from my experience. Oh, Belarusians jumping inside the F1. And somehow has changed his spawn with a tanker uniform. Not sure how. But the Soviets do have both tanks here, although they have immobilized the T-34. But it's still in a good spot to support. Germans need to get a pack or something. We have a pack rolling up slowly. And so why is it pulling back? Do you not have a path for it? We have an observation stock coming up though. German sniper team out in the open here. Now the Soviets have a little bit more room to work with. Captain F1 gets cleared out. T-70 has been recaptured after pulled back for repairs though. Also it's going for the central point, but there are mines on it. Infinity Force of Fire still holding on. Having a long firefight, but is stuck. And the infantry gunners also get some shots in. Oh, Warden almost get killed there by the infantry gun. But one group penetrating shot there from the stuck. Propaganda artillery flies overhead. Default 2 up in the trench. And T-54 gets cleared out by the stuck. And he is now on the assault. So it's a problem major behind this. This is the propaganda artillery comes in. So it stops Kapitan also pressed, but the Soviets are in full retreat now. As they cannot hold that position.
Engineers ready for assignment. You need engineers ready.
I'm going to get something at 5 up with the sappers here.
Yes, comrade. What do you need?
The ruin's stuck. Then trying to do his best to hold over here. Using the Tokarev, I think that is. Oh, he's actually using the Naganda revolver. Huh. Hard to tell sometimes in the distance. Soviet sniper team again to the front line here. And the Soviets now hold the central victory points. Now the Germans have to try and take that back. But they also hold all the munition points apart from one, so Germans certainly have the munitions advantage. Oh, there's a Dushka there. Oh, not a Dushka, the other machine gun uses the Dushka model. The Stankovi. Oh, sniper team got killed by the light infantry gun. Oh, that sucks. Timothy needs some full repairs to stop having his engine damaged.
You have orders?
The Russians are moving up to the front line here. Those heads are coming onto the field here. Not a normal hetzer, a Flammhetzer. Unique to Sturm, this is a hetzer that is equipped with a giant flamethrower instead. Very dangerous. And the machine gun is doing a lot of work here on the Pioneers. Can really advance easily onto the point. This comes set up here in the little concrete trench. A nice little Overwatch position. More conscripts are rolling up to the front line too. One mortar here on the southern flank now too for the Soviets. This needs to set up to be used. And the Soviet major is firing at the front line here. He could get some very good call-ins, like he could get IL-2 bombing runs if he wants. Like he could call in the Red Air Force if they need it. That could be nice to see. Oh, we have an artillery strike going on the machine gun here. Funneled in by the observation stock. It's gonna be a 10.5 centimeter. Clears out the machine gun. Flamheads advances. Says he's to work quick, but it's so far not working. The Flamheads are just flambeing everything. That is the power of the Flamheads. This thing is ludicrous at burning out fortified positions. So you can see the Soviets lost practically everything to that. All because they decided to move the Sys up, which gave an opening for the Flamheads. EP4 is coming out though, but it might be a tad bit too late. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, there's mines! Damn! That was a weird minefield. That might actually have saved the Soviets.
Political officers are ready to deploy, Comrade Commander.
Force coming out, more conscripts also being prepared.
Stand ready, Kamerad.
Just bringing up another mortar team here. We also have a howitzer set up here by the Sturmtiger. They'll provide some supporting fire for the Germans.
We are ready for action.
Also, is on Panzerdivision call onto the field. Elite squad available to a Panzerdivision for the Wehrmacht. Only one in the field at a time. Counts as recon infantry, I think. They can like spot the infiltrated stuff. Really good for scouting ahead for your tanks and working alongside the tanks to avoid ambushes, more or less. Oh, that's a bombing run. Give me my holding up the trenches here. Just laying down shots into the front line. More conscripts try to roll up to the front line again. Oh, and the house took out the Soviet lieutenant. Just lots of conscripts are now being requisitioned. Only 160 per of them, so that's a lot of conscripts. DVD-45 is now being prepared by the Soviets. We're going for a little bit more of a heavier tank push soon. You know, the howitzer keeps doing its thing, bombing the Soviet lines. But they realize quickly there's a tank holding the line up there, so they cannot really advance up that easily. CD5, there it is. Quite a potent thing to have. I need to see if I can save them. Germans don't have a lot of AT equipment, they only have one pack over here, and I guess the Großdeutschland happy to equip with a Panzerstreck. They also can help deal with vehicles. Got the two moving around here. And infantry gun is pressuring the Soviet line still. Oh, they got a shot there on the T-34. Not doing that much damage though. Probably designed for dealing with vehicles anyway. This gun opens fire. Also some mines went off there to an explosion. Attrition now coming out for the Soviets. That might be what they're waiting for before they do another push. They are also running a little bit low on munitions though, because they don't have any of the munition points in the center.
How can we help?
It's most certainly hurting them. So a Funkfeuer here. Could allow them to call in the 8th SS Cavalry Division if they want.
It is finished. Good work, men. Awaiting order.
The bongos have in the center.
Einsatzbereit.
Flares flying overhead.
Grenadiers Grenadiers report. Pioneers here.
Soviets are so far unable to really advance. The Germans certainly have the advantage. But I assume this Katyusha is just what the Soviets have been waiting for. Yep, here it goes. With just 7 rockets. Oh, doing some good damage there. I mean, after the Soviets advance, with use of a Katyusha, really allowed the Soviets to just start pushing through. An opening the Soviets have been waiting for. Now more artillery also coming in the center. The 85 is trying to snipe out this command stock. But so far it's not been having any luck. The terrain is probably taking the shots there. But the Howards are trying to fix it up here. And the Sturmtiger also coming out. And this thing could allow the Germans to win easily. Sturmtiger is very potent in Spearhead. And T-54 needs to get a better angle. Soviets have managed to get close. T-55 still not getting any good shots. Odon also gotten very far up here. So it may also lead the way. Belarusian is also present. Probably steal that Panther trick. Ooh, stock misses. Oh, T-54 hits but doesn't penetrate. So they're trying to apply some pressure in the center, but it's not really helping. Germans quickly fortifying the position again. We're not gonna last long there. Excuse me. And the Soviets have been pushed back again. It's a good assault though. At least for as long as it lasted. When the Howards are firing, yeah, you don't want to really approach the area. Another T-54 being prepared. Hunskers meanwhile are just having no luck getting through the center here. So we'll cover to work with as they pull out. MT-42s just completely suppressed them. And Heptagon is also really helping the German defense. What are the Soviets going to do now?
What do you need? Grenadiers. Panzer here.
Germans just remain around holding. Soon they'll have that Sturmtiger, which will allow them to do a lot of damage. So let's try to set up some more caches to work with. Nothing bad to see there.
Resistance fighters ready.
There comes the Sturmtiger. Still costs 150 to reload though, which is good. Because this thing is really damn potent. But look at all the munitions he has saved up. He can fire this thing several times. No problem. That thing is going to be real dangerous to the Soviets. Until they're going in the Soviet front line here though. Capitan pulls back. Major does not. The Sis does not retreat because it probably has no chance of getting out there alive anyway. And there goes the minefield off and not the front line. Before C-76 still holding. Still looks like the Sturmtiger is gonna push southwards alongside a squad of stormtroopers. Oh, they're just waiting for a good target. We have the double T-45s. That would be a perfect target for the Sturmtiger though. I think the Soviets know it's coming. Yep. They saw it and decided to pull back from the front line immediately. The Soviets actually see it. No, they do not. That's gonna be some move pulling up too. So there's no way of really getting out here. Yeah, just full retreat here from the Soviet infantry. They know to fear the Sturmtiger. Sturmtiger is a very, very powerful unit after all. And sometimes single-handedly win matches because of how potent it is. Which I think is a little bit silly personally. It's very hard to balance such a very big explosion, I suppose. So we just don't have any opening here. We do see a B4 being set up here by the Rifle Division. That might be what could save the Soviets here. So the Soviet howitzer, not Soviet, the German howitzer is also firing behind us. Sturmtiger just waits. Waits patiently. E4's up though. Now they just need a target. It's a very expensive thing to fire, especially if you don't have the sender. They need to take out that Sturmtiger. And the BE4 is honestly their best bet. I think they know it's there still. They can see it through the fog of war. Because of its very loud engine. The Soviet front line is just being hammered here. I just like when the Sturmtiger just standing there menacingly. Once we give a pain to push out again. Just to get to the front line of the trench. I think they need to goad out this Sturmtiger. Oh, the B-Force in counter barrage mode. Ooh. But it's not really hitting anything at the moment. Oh, they goad out the shell. They wasted on a single Frontaviki, and that was exactly the opening the Soviets were waiting for if they wanted to push. The Sturmtiger is just going to pull back to reload now. It neutralized the point. So it's not looking too hard. Sturmtiger needs to pull back to safety. Far back to safety. Well, I'm just gonna stand there, I guess.
Battle damage estimates show the enemy at 300 points.
Just need to pay that munitions and reload it. 85's present. Preparing to push up. They're gonna have the Katyusha for support, probably. I'm not sure basically Baal has noticed he has to reload it manually. Which might have to give the Soviets an opening. Just need to wait for the right time. Katyusha opens now they have time to reload it. This is a Katyusha opens fire. '85 needs to push quick. You have 20 seconds. Main gun lost on one T-54. Big Soviet push here. It's about to fire again. But it doesn't hit much but the infantry behind. Ram missed. Allows the Ghost Toys to get a shot in if they turn around. They don't have that. Oh, they don't have their Panzer Strike. They need to use the Panzer Faust. Germans are somewhat in retreat. We do have a KV somewhere. KV-1 at the center. 85 still holding. It's too close to turn its gun at the Sturmtiger. And the artillery strike is going in too. Oh, big shot there on the Sturmtiger from the 85. Oh, it missed. Panzerfaust going out. Takes out that 185. Needs a B4 to take a shot. Yeah, B4 shot coming in. Will it hit? Nope, it misses. B4 is not very accurate, but it's very powerful.
One of our forward structures has been destroyed.
They need to get that T-34 repaired quick. There we go, it's ready again. Panzer IV command tank coming up, but the Sturmtiger is now in retreat. Getting back behind the German line. Oh, B4 hits close and immobilizes it! It's in a very vulnerable spot, oh god! Might be the opening the Soviets are waiting for. They need to just push through now.
The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
The Germans rely too much on getting their heavy stuff. The 85 is no rush now. Yeah, takes out the command tank. And now just needs to take down that Sturmtiger, but Sturmpioneers with Panzerstreicher nearby. Misses. And takes out the Sturmtiger. Now the Soviets need to get on that victory point. They might be able to turn this around yet. More fronts are being prepared in reserves. So the Soviets are actually mustering up the reserves now, realizing they might actually have a way to push through this front line. Axmas round blast in front of the trench there, pinning down the Germans. The Soviets now have more munitions to work with, which is certainly going to help them. You do have a King Tiger though. Germans are sending some very important stuff to hold this front line. Probably a very vital junction point to try and halt the Soviet advance. But with that King Tiger, that might be a very big problem. I don't think the Soviets have a means to destroy it apart from the B4. I think the Soviets already know. Yeah, Katyusha opening fire.
We have a forward structure under attack.
Oh, Katyusha kills a bunch of the German infantry. He's like screaming as he tries to advance. But he's lost all his infantry support. And the 85 is not going to have a good time against a King Tiger. Neither would the KV. E4 is trying to get a shot in soon though, I'm imagining. Still 30 seconds until he can fire again. A single very good positionist shot might be able to do it, but that's going to be very risky. So the King Tiger is just going to do his best to try and hold this angle. Oh boy. 85 is going for it. Risky maneuver. It's getting close. He managed to penetrate. King Tiger needs to change target. It ran, which is not really going to do much to the King Tiger. They're gonna enter tank raid. Oh, but we have an airstrike coming in. King Tiger needs to back off. But the Air Force is coming in. Oh, and the King Tiger is down.
Enemy has destroyed a panzer.
And now the Germans are in complete panic mode. So it's pushing forwards again. The Capitan of the Rifle Division is doing his best to try and keep the men fighting. As German artillery strikes land around them. Another Sturmtiger is being requisitioned for the front line. But the German Panzer Division is certainly in panic mode. They do have officers on the field though, which could certainly help, but they need to get the munitions to use them. K1Es are applying pressure to the front line here again. Just being bricks that the Germans have to deal with. Both are trying to lead the counter assault here. More German grenadiers coming up behind. But the Katyusha's ready to fire again as soon. No, not soon. Almost a minute. But the T-34-45s are now starting to arrive again.
Guards troops ready for action. Heavy machine gun team prepared for combat.
But neither side has the upper hand victory point-wise still. But if the Germans can just keep against that central point and hold it, they could win this. But I think the Soviets are just bleeding them dry at this point. Because when they just keep bleeding the Germans dry, they can win this. 85 advances here. There's not much to counter it. The Panzer Division is kind of out of panzers at the moment. Ostdeutschland might be taken out here. Looks like they might. Yep, Ostdeutschland Division gets taken out there. Okay, one move we have to try and deal with the Sturmtiger. They don't know the Sturmtiger is there. They will soon see it though. Yeah, there you go. But the KV-1E does not have the best of guns. Pretty good armor though, but that's about it. Sturmtiger fires. Looks like they goaded out the shot. This is exactly what you want to do. Now you need to pull this thing back to get it reloaded. With a stock coming up behind it though. Germans are in complete retreat on the southern flank now. They're getting a second King Tiger. Damn, the Germans are going all in and holding this, but the Soviets now starting to creep through the front line. Which could be really bad here for the Germans. Looks like the Soviet attrition has just really started to pay off. So it's just to keep applying pressure. Now the Soviets are taking another victory point. It's turning around. The battle is turning around now. Oh, the infantry gun is getting some good kills though. 59 kills with this infantry gun. It's done a lot of good work here for the Germans. But both sides are suffering heavy losses in that front line. But the Soviets are through. And the Germans need to quickly try and retaliate and cover up that hole. Taking out a full fuel catch there by the looks of it too. Big explosion there. There's the B4 is firing. Let's see what it's aiming at this time. Because all it takes is one good B4 shot to hit something and it's down. Somewhere around here. But it's hitting right down there instead. Truck gets taken out there. Sturmtiger gets ready for action again, but has to be cautious with the B4 firing. You can hear the shell coming in. Immobilizes the Sturmtiger, but doesn't do much else. It does destroy that pack though. That could have been far, far worse. More 85s are arriving for the Soviet Union. And the Belarusians are digging in along the front line.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
But now the Soviets have turned it around. Will the Germans be able to hold on? Soviet Capitan and Major moves up. Time to get close enough for an airstrike, I think. Yep. They're calling in the Red Air Force again. This time for the Sturmtiger. And the Sturmtiger moving time. It's not moving. Here it comes. And there it goes. Another King Tiger is right into the front line though. But he needs to really move quick to get there. Someone calls the GG. Yeah, the Waffen-Assessors lost practically everything. Soviets have won this one, I think. Yeah, this guy got completely bombed. Oh, he actually crashed because of the bombing. Oh, damn. That kind of sucks. Rest in peace. Unfortunate, but it sometimes happens, unfortunately. But this was a good and decently length game here, as you would kind of expect. We just need for Miljan to surrender at this point, but the Katusha might be the last straw there. And there we go, now it's over. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one, everyone. Happy holidays. Bye-bye.